Okay, good. Okay, so we're all done. Everything went really well. This is his shoulder, and remember from the MRI, he had a lot going on. So he had tearing of the labrum. Now this is the labrum right here, and the labrum is this rubbery layer that's like this, and I'm lifting it up. It's completely detached from this bone, okay? This is the socket, and then the humeral head sits on this socket, but we're catching just the corner of it. And this is the very top part, and this tissue is separated from this tissue. So that's called a superior labral tear. It's a big tear. It's here, but you can't see it because it's so big and it's kind of just flopping down. That's a shaver, very close view of the shaver, and we shave off all the loose stuff and get rid of the edge, and then we do our treatment for it. So the treatment is we take this suture and we go through the biceps tendon, then we divide the biceps right here and move it to a new spot. Okay, so the biceps used to attach right here, now it's attached to right here. Okay, so that's called a biceps tenodesis and a labral debridement. We cleaned up the labrum of the shoulder. Now, if we look over here, this is the spot in his rotator cuff that was torn. And so what we do is we put this purple marking stitch into the tear, and that kind of demarcates where the tear is. Here is kind of a final view of the shoulder joint. There is a little bit of arthritis right there. That's what that white stuff is, that kind of fluffy stuff. A little bit of delamination of the cartilage. Here we're taking the burr, we're getting rid of the spur, so he's got kind of this ridge or this spur on the side of his acromion bone above the shoulder. So we're taking that out. This is a burr and it kind of sands that down. We do it on the acromion and on the clavicle, and this is the clavicle, so we smooth that down as well. He had real bad arthritis of his AC joint, and on the MRI he had like a lot of hypertrophy and swelling of the AC joint, so we got rid of that. This is the rotator cuff in the back part, and that part's okay. It's this front part where the purple stitch is that you see a tear. So there's our purple marking stitch, and we see this rip right here. It's these little splits right there. So this tissue is very, very thin. So what we do is we take the stitches and we go in and out and in and out like that. So we catch these big loops of good, healthy tissue and we pull it down tight. We use a screw. Okay, there's the screw. The screw is not metal. It dissolves with time. And it's pushed, this is a little punch for the bone. We make a pilot hole, put the screw in, and then it kind of sits down nice and flat. So this is our finished product. We got these stitches pulling those holes back down and repairing it with the anchor. All right. Okay. So it's a lot of stuff going on, you know, and it'll take a while to heal. A couple tips for the video that are helpful for you guys. He needs to be up and around today. So we say 2 laps in the house every 2 hours. So every couple hours he's got to get up and move around. He's a big guy, so he needs to, you know, otherwise he can get a blood clot in his leg or pneumonia, you know, in his lungs. The way to prevent that is to take nice deep breaths and to